Oh, this is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And this afternoon, I want to talk a little bit about a magazine that's been around for quite a while and still going strong. And that magazine is, CQ, Amateur Radio, and Communications and Technology. They this is the January-February issue, and they've been around for 70 years. And I used to get these all the time, and I had a huge collection, and it just got to be overwhelming, so I gave it away. And I stopped getting the magazine when I was working too much. And last year, one of my subscribers got me a subscription for it, and I've been enjoying it once again. So I just want to kind of give you a little oversight of this magazine. It's for amateur radio operators and shortwave listeners. So let's take a look at this magazine. It's got one thing good about this magazine. It's got a lot of, would you believe it or not, I'm saying good, ads that tells you about new products, and there's a lot of information in the ads. Here's some antennas from MFJ. You realize MFJ bought out High Gain, so they also bought out several other companies. So when you think of MFJ nowadays, you got to think about those other companies that have been around for a long time, that had some great products like High Gain that basically went out of business. So really didn't go out of business, they just got picked up by MFJ. So here's the contents, and this, let's see, this is, it says, let me see if I can see in the back, it's got 111 pages. Now this is interesting. I don't understand this. Oh, I see. This comes in both a hard copy and a digital copy. And the digital copy has these additional pages, because I couldn't figure out why it had an article on page 152 and his magazine only has 113 pages. And that's why, because this additional information was in the CQ Plus edition, which was a digital edition only. So they're saying that digital supplement is going away. Okay. So we've got lots of articles. Here's I'm not going to go over every page. That would be very boring. Here is a new radio from Yaesu. Yaesu makes top-end amateur radios, both transmitters and receivers. Them and Icon have been around for a long time. See what else exciting. And then here's the article about their 70 years of this magazine, 1945 to 1980. That's part one. And it shows you some of the old magazines. I don't know where part two is. It's somewhere in here. And then again, they have a lot of information about stuff that is both old information and brand new, right off the press information. Here's an article about using a FM radio for VHF contesting. If you're an amateur again. Sorry, I kicked the camera. And they have a lot of pages on contesting. Again, that's related to if you're and amateur radio, and contesting is related to making contacts. Let me see if I can adjust this camera a little bit. Now this is a company that's been making scanner radios, basically scanner radios, AOR, for years, and they've really gone high tech, and they've gotten really expensive. So I don't have any of those radios. You're talking $1,000 plus radios. Let's see what else we can find that'd be exciting. Here's a Linko. This is another company that's been around for quite a while. They've gotten into SDR, software-defined radios, and this is one of their transceivers. They're advertising. They also have shortwave receivers. There's lots of articles about specific details about a particular subject. Here's this guy. What is this talking about? This is some serious QRP work and some serious QRP antennas. QRP means low power. What else do we have? Oh, here we go. Here is a review of the Heil. That's the manufacturer of microphones and headphones. And this is a review of the Heil Sound Pro 7 headset and microphone. They have, like I say, they have good individual microphones, and they have good individual headphones for listening. Now this is a company, I used to have one of these devices quite a while ago, which is manufactured as Time Wave. And some of the devices I had were add-ons to your radio to clarify the audio. This is actually a sound card modem, again related to transmitting and receiving. I think that's about the highlights. Like I say, they have a lot of information about contests, and then they usually have some individual articles about general subjects. Like, let me go back to the beginning of this article. This is an article on electromagnetic, it's easy for me to say, forces. This is the part one of the first part of this article. Talks about sunspots, the effects of sunspots. Here's a graph of sunspot numbers over the years. But typically, if the sunspot number of sunspot is high, typically reception is good on the shortwave bands. Typically, except when you get those bursts off the sun, and then they create havoc with shortwave listening. Now here is this is the back of the magazine, and this is their ad for the magazine. This magazine, and like I say, it's about 112 pages for this particular issue. You can get it in, and that's not in focus, and I apologize for that. 12 issues, $38.95, and that's in print, and it's $27 if you get in digital, and you can get both for $55.95 for 12 issues, and then you get a discount if you go up to 24 and 36. Also, let me see if I can slide the camera over here to my monitor. And I gotta put the camera back up so I can see what I'm showing. Not doing a very good job of it. But anyway, you can also get this monitor off of Amazon, and for the same price of $38.95, and the shipping is free. So that's 12 issues, and that's the CQ Amateur Radio Journal, they call it here. And it's a very good publication. The other thing that's ideal is a couple of things, actually. If you can go to a ham fest, quite often people sell off their old copies, or they even give them away just so they don't go in the garbage. So if you can get to a ham fest, check it out and grab some of these magazines. Even the older ones have useful information, for instance, about antennas and radios. They have reviews of radios in here, and grab a few of them. Another place, and where I was getting them last year, is my local library has a bookstore inside the library, and people donate books, magazines to that bookstore, and then you can buy them. Like I was buying these magazines, these CQ magazines, for $0.25 a piece, and there was a gentleman apparently that was bringing them in, and I was getting, like issues that were only a month old for $0.25 instead of I think it's, trying to remember it, how much it is. Well, let me see what this ad said again. See if it gave a number. No, but I don't know if it's showing up or not, but the Amazon store is showing that at $38.95 you're saving $20 an issue. So that's probably about 38 to $40, $50, $60. So that's about $5 an issue if you get them individually. Also, if you look around on Amazon, you can find back issues. Not at 25 cents, but you can still find it. But like I say, check if you have an amateur radio hamfest in your area, go to that. You can find this magazine. If you have a library that has a bookstore, you might be able to find some there. So this is one of the few that are remaining. Like I say, this has been around for 70 years. Several of the other magazines similar to this one, like here's one down here, I don't know if it's showing up on my camera. 73 magazine was a direct competitor of CQ, but they folded up, and so you can no longer get them. Amazon does have a CD of back issues, so check those out. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Oh my gosh, the camera wasn't even pointing to where I wanted it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye.